All right, we are back live on Radio Row, and we got our next guest up on the show, Nate Boyer, U.S. Army Special Forces, former NFL, and the Texas Longhorn for all the Longhorn fans out here. But
welcome to the show.
Yeah, I'm glad to get you on the show. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Good, doing really good. Doing really good. I was looking forward to this interview. And so, how many times have you been to Radio Row? Is this your?
This is the first one was 2016 when the game was in San Francisco. I grew up in the Bay Area.
Oh, okay,
so,
I did too.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, Emeryville.
Oh, okay, cool. I grew up in El Cerrito.
Okay,
yeah,
okay, yeah,
not far. That's right.
Yeah,
there.
I used to catch the AC Transit because I moved to Richmond. So
okay,
San Pablo, it'll take you.
Well, my dad was a veterinarian at Golden Gate Fields.
Oh wow,
racetrack, horse racing track.
Wow, yeah.
So I went there for that one, and then everyone except for I missed Miami and Tampa.
Okay,
I think Tampa was. So Miami was 2020 right before COVID, and I think Tampa was right after.
Okay.
Pretty sure. Yeah, it was. And then it was LA, Phoenix in here. Yeah. So that's the only two. So otherwise, I've been to every Radio Row since 16.
Cool. Talk about the experience here in Vegas. How do you feel about it?
It's cool. I mean, it's crazy to think like 5 years ago, I never thought there'd be an NFL team here or whatever. And now it's the Super Bowl's here, and it makes sense. You know what I mean? I haven't been to that stadium yet, but I heard it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
And I'm excited about next year in New Orleans. That makes me think about New Orleans.
Right.
Cup and the crown,
the king and the cup. Yeah, definitely.
Cool. But no, it's great. I mean, it's good. Like fans want to come out here anyway to go. Like when their team is on the roads. Say you live in a place like Buffalo, right? And you're a Bills fan, and Bills Mafia travels anyway.
Right.
But they're gonna play the Raiders in Vegas. Like that's the one the fans are circling for my road trip game. You know what I mean?
Right. Exactly.
Come out here and do that. So it makes a ton of sense. But I got to hang out with the old NFL Network buddy, who a bunch of them are staying over at the Cosmo, which is really nice. So I went in there last night. We went and got dinner, and the little bars there. I'm like, dang, dude, this is just it's a playground for adults.
This is one of those places somebody said where you visit but you don't stay.
No, get out of here.
Stay for
4 or 5 days.
That's 48 hours. These things.
Right.
The problem is if you do 48 hours, you will just plan on not sleeping, which is not good for you either.
True. You got to stay the next day.
Need to get sleep. So
Right.
So you're a Bronze Star recipient who deployed to both Iraq and Afghanistan.
Yeah.
With the elite U.S. Army Special Forces. Talk about that experience.
Yeah, I mean, I joined the military a little bit later than most enlisted folks. I was 23, which is still young, but 18, 19, 20, that's typically when people join.
Straight out of high school.
Yeah, exactly. Even 17.
Yeah.
So I was kind of the old man in basic training. There was a couple other guys older than me. Of the 45 of us in our platoon, but I was I think I was the third or fourth oldest. And so it was it was what I needed at the time. Like I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I didn't go to college after high school. I wasn't really thinking about it, and I love sports. I wasn't good enough to get a scholarship in baseball and basketball, which is what I played in high school. And so I didn't do it, and then I kind of floundered around and eventually did some relief work actually in the Darfur region between Sudan and Chad in 2004. And it just changed my life, how generous the people were and how much I felt like they deserved someone or a group of people that had more like me, that were fortunate, to fight for them and to give back and do something. So I came home and kind of went straight to the recruiter and was like, I want to be in the military, So I ended up joining the Army and eventually, got into Special Forces because the motto was to free the oppressed, and that just really spoke to me. And I just wanted to be a part of an elite team, and serving at the highest ability I could. And if I got cut or I didn't make it, I was like, well, I'll end up somewhere good too. I'm just going to go for it.
You went for it.
Yeah, and it worked out. It worked out.
Nate got a shout out from Nathan Ramachandra in our sports show. He says, my guy Nate Boyer, tell him we said what's up. He was on our show 3 years ago.
Yes, sir. What's up, brother? Yeah, I know exactly who that is.
Yeah,
he's hustling.
He is
a young hustler, man.
Grinding.
Yeah.
The song Grinding was made after him.
So you started an organization, Merging Vets and Players, MVP. You co-founded that with Jake Glazer, right? I want you to talk a little bit about that, but then I want to know if he has invited you to the set of ballers at any one time.
I never went to the set of ballers. I did go to the set of. He was on an episode of Bones. Remember Bones?
Yeah.
He was on an episode of Bones, and he invited me, and I went to the set and was watching him act out there. He was playing like a colonel or something. I'm like, why are you playing a colonel? Got a goatee, you know. And he's out there doing it, and it was so funny. Like he just, he'll admit it. He didn't know his lines. Like he kind of knew them, but he was just like, what am I, you know, what am I supposed to say? And then once he got it, he nailed it. I mean, he's good at remembering a soundbite, obviously, and then speaking it. He does it every Sunday on Fox.
Right.
But it was really funny. It was really cool to see. But yeah, we co-founded MVP together, and it was really Jay's idea. You know, he saw me coming out of the military and getting done with football and trying to, you know, at that time I was 34, still pretty young, like a lot in the tank, but just not really sure what to do next or where to start. And he had seen so many athletes kind of go sideways, you know, when they got released or whatever, because usually it's not on your own terms, you know what I mean? Even the greats, it kind of, you know, it ends, and it's just like you see it like with coaches. We're seeing that, you know, more and more recently. Like there's people like Saban who get to kind of do it on their own, you know, but it's rare. Even for
it's not
some
always
of the greatest.
like that.
No, it's crazy. So, and in the veteran community, like, you know, we don't really prepare for being a veteran. We don't think about it until it's there. And then all of a sudden you're like, this is not what I thought. Like I thought, you know, I thought things were going to be kind of easy, and like I would just kind of walk into the next phase of life and figure it out.
Right.
And it's very different, and you don't have the same support system and the structure and all the things we're accustomed to. And then you also get frustrated when things take longer than you think they should, or people aren't just like acting and fixing stuff. You're like, what the heck, man? I'm used to this. Like,
right.
And it can be frustrating. It can be tough. So the same thing, they can go to a real negative place too. So
let me just let Ben and Courtney know. I done been triggered, so I'm about to take over for about the next 3 questions. So y'all just relax, get your bite or something.
Do your thing.
Yeah. So first of all, I need to say that, you know, when I heard you talk about being 23 in basically, right?
Yeah.
I was in at 17.
Okay,
I graduated high school at 17. I actually started to go drill for reserves once a month while I was still a senior in high school.
That's crazy.
So I'm 17. We actually had a guy there that was 21 that we called Grandpa.
He was 21.
So, right.
I was great grandpa.
23, right? So did they rack you when you were in basic?
Yeah, not worse when I walked on at Texas at 29. You know what I'm saying? Because I went to Texas super late, so I got more of the grandpa, you know, Sarge, whatever he's old man. Yeah. But I got it a little bit in basic. But we had, in my saving grace in basic, is we had somebody that was 28.
Okay.
So he took all that. He took most of that from me.
Now, did they automatically, based on your age, make you a platoon guy or a squad leader or anything like that?
Not right.
Generally, the older guys.
They did with Josh. The guy's name I'm talking about is Josh. They did with Josh because he was 28. And the next dude, there was somebody that was also 25. So those two guys more so, and they were a little more mature and better leaders at the time than me. I was still like, I was living in Southern California, just partying, man. I wasn't prepared. Like basic, I had to grow up a lot in basic, you know what I mean? As everybody does, but they were at another, you know, they were ready. They were prepared for this mission and, you know, thinking about it more.
So veterans healthcare. Right. That's one of the things on one of the podcasts Ben and I are on together. We talked about that a couple of different occasions. And being a veteran myself, that's where I get my health care at the VA Medical Center and whatnot. And you've been there. I don't know if that's where you get your health care. And if you know anything.
Not my hair care, but yeah, my hair care.
Hey, they be better off doing that than medical. Because I'm telling you right now, the way they do in the medical, you know,
it's tough, man.
It's not necessarily even the procedures necessarily, because I'm telling you, I probably had one of the top-notch surgeries I've had through the VA Medical Center. The problem is
getting to the table.
Thank you, man. From point A to point B, that's a problem.
No,
you know?
I agree. I'm just right now. So I just switched. I moved back to Austin. So I moved, you know, starting over at the VA there, and it's like, you know, I got to see my the care provider and all the stuff, setting up all these appointments. Well, most of them got reschedule or cancel without my knowing, and then they send you something in the mail. It's snail mail. They don't email you.
Yeah.
And so then I see it when I come back from a road trip, and it's like, oh, you've been rescheduled for an appointment 2 days ago or something. I'm just like, what? You know, or it's like 4 months down the road. I'm like, man, this is not working. So like that kind of stuff. And, I agree.
And they try to encourage veterans to take care of your health, but you make it difficult to do so.
Right.
You know, that's a problem.
Yeah, I mean, I think that part of that issue, or a big part of that issue, is the fact that there's, I don't know how many of us, but there's a lot. 15 million vets or something, right? Something like that. There's a lot. So not all of them use the VA system, but a lot do. So I think that just, with all that bureaucracy, and the bigger it gets, it's just tough to manage.
Yeah, we're the political football is what we are, right?
Exactly.
You know? So you're an elite special forces. I was just in the regular army, man. I don't know if I can take it or not. You know, I got a size advantage, but
you probably got me, man. I'll run though. I like to run. I'll take off.
I'm not chasing you. I'm not chasing you. Don't worry about that.
Hey, he won't tell you, but he's probably almost tripped about 15 times. The Carver Monster's been getting
my shoes are too good.
Wait, they grip too grippy.
Yeah,
well, they got, you know, you see it. There's always cables taped over and things like that. Yeah, I'll make some excuses with you.
Yeah. But so when did you actually start playing football? Because you didn't play it in high school.
No,
right?
29.
Wow.
I went from, I got done with active duty at 29, went into the National Guard, and then tried out at Texas.
Now, who was there in Texas? Who was the quarterback? Who was the running back? People that we would know.
So, right, I got there right after, like, Colt McCoy and Jordan Shipley and all that. So it was Malcolm Brown, running back, Joe Bergeron, Jonathan Gray. Those were the running backs that I can think of.
I was asking because of Hodges Mitchell.
Well, also, I should say Fozzie Whitaker. Played with Fozzie. Cody Johnson was a fullback. And then quarterback-wise, it was Garrett Gilbert, and then it was Case McCoy, and then David Ash, and then Tyrone Swoops. I played with every year I had different quarterbacks. Yeah.
And real quick, Jonathan Gray was a legend. I think at Alito.
Gray was great, man.
He was a legend at Alito.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because he had like 50 touchdowns his senior year in high school. Insane.
Alito's a powerhouse.
Yeah, every year they're in the state championship.
Yeah. No, he's a freak. He was just an amazing athlete too. But Mal played, because Mal's from Cibolo.
Okay.
And Malcolm played with the Rams. I don't remember where else he was, but he played for years. He played for like 9-10 years. He just retired. And then Colt just retired last year.
Yeah.
You know, quarterback wise. Justin Tucker. I played with Justin Tucker. He's still playing. He's still doing all right. He'll probably play 10 more. So yeah.
So
no, I was gonna say you got a name like Nate, so you got a lot of black friends, don't you? Because that's a black name, man. Nate. Is your name Nathan?
It's Nathan. Yeah.
Where are you from originally?
You know what? My mom named me after a black cowboy.
See,
Black cowboy.
Yeah. Nate Love.
Okay.
They love.
Yeah.
Right.
There's a special, real quick. There's a special, The Harder They Fall on Netflix.
Oh yeah,
which is based on based on him. Yeah.
It's cool.
So what part of the country are you from originally?
I was born in Tennessee, but I grew up in the Bay Area, San Francisco, California.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, we were neighbors.
Yeah, right. Yep.
Yeah, different. We moved when I was like 2.
Yeah, okay. So you didn't know shit then, right?
No.
Yes. Last question.
All right.
I want to ask about the NDP Gala.
Yeah, so April 13th.
Talk about that.
Yeah, April 13th, MVP, our second annual gala. To find out more information, go to vetsandplayers.org. But last year we had, Joe Buck emceed it.
Nice.
We had a bunch of Cowboys. Some of the coaching staff and some players came, and then supporters of the program. Vets, athletes. Medal of Honor recipient Flo Groberg was there. He spoke. So we're doing it again this year. It's going to be great. We're building the team right now, but a lot of those same faces and folks coming back, and it'll be exciting. But April 13th
at the Star
at the Star. Right?
Yeah. So we're in Dallas. We're out of Dallas.
Cool.
So what do we need to do to
go to vetsandplayers.org?
No. I'm talking about VIP section. What I'm trying to do. Yeah, I ain't trying to go to the website.
Those tickets, right?
And my last thing for you is, what's the future of MVP?
We're going to keep opening more chapters. We got 8 right now around the country. We got one in Vegas here, which is doing great. Obviously got one in Dallas. But next is Jacksonville and the DC area, and we're talking about New Orleans and Austin and Nashville and all these other places. We just want to keep this.
New Orleans will probably be next year around this time, right?
That would be perfect.
And prediction. Obviously, we're at the Super Bowl.
I'm a Niner fan.
Oh, okay. Well,
come on now. Niners by 1.
Okay.
And I think the line is correct.
Yeah.
Niners by 1.
3-2.
24-23. Because it's over under is 47.
Yeah, 47.
Yeah.
24-23 Niners.
Okay.
There you go.
All right.
Heard it here. Probably not first, but
right.
Most
and probably not last. Yeah.
Exactly.
But thank you so much for coming on. We appreciate you.
How can people reach you?
Yes.
And your socials and all that?
At Nate Boyer 37 is Twitter and Instagram. And NateBoyer.org is my website as well if you want. But I'm available on socials. For sure.
All right.
Thanks a lot.
All right. Thank you. We appreciate it.